I said,
Let's do breaking news now. Immigration, Customs, and Enforcement has just revealed in the last short time a police officer working in Illinois is an illegal immigrant. Radule Bajovic works for the Hanover Police Department. He graduated from the academy in August, but he has been living in the U.S. illegally for a decade after his tourist visa expired in 2015. His illegal status was discovered as part of Operation Midway. So we wanted to bring you the very latest on that.
Wow. So they checked his papers, they ran the background, and somehow still ended up with a man who wasn't supposed to be in the country carrying a badge and a loaded firearm on duty. You know, the same cities that scream about gun violence handed a gun to someone who committed a federal crime just by existing here. That's not a paperwork mistake either. That's what happens when the rules only apply to certain people. Now, I want you to watch the people who defend this kind of thing all the time.
What the fuck you doing? Hey, he's not doing anything illegal. Back up.
What's going on, buddy? How you doing? How you guys doing today? Oh, I know this one. How you doing? Hey, just so you know, you're being recorded, all right?
We never do anything illegal.
Stop following us. Stop following us.
It's totally legal to follow you.
Stop following us.
It's totally legal to
We can observe law enforcement.
You will be arrested, sir.
It is totally legal.
You have a good day, sir. All right, stop following us.
No.
Trust me, you're not going to like the outcome.
They're going to block you in here. They're going to block you in.
Ooh, they're going to hit our car.
Park. Just down park. Park. Get out.
Get moving.
Guys, why are you blocking the road?
You're blocking. You're in front of
Guys,
us.
why are you blocking the
We
road?
can't move. You're in front of us.
Jesus, guys, you guys are crazy, man.
Okay, so ICE agents got followed, or they get followed and filmed like, you know, they're criminals all the time for whatever reason. When they finally stop and say back up, the people doing the following act offended. You can't spend years calling enforcement the problem and then get mad when the people doing the enforcing stops being polite about it. And trust me, they're being polite. Energy only works one way until it just doesn't. And it gets more ridiculous, y'all.
Officers, I need your help. I'm requesting your help. We have a domestic terrorist here. We have a domestic terrorist. We need your help. We, the community, need your help. We, the community, are asking for your help. That is a domestic terrorist who's terrorizing the community. That is a domestic terrorist who's terrorizing the community. This is a formal accusation against the driver. This is a formal accusation against the driver.
You guys need to back up. You guys need to put in handcuffs. Do you understand?
What about him? What about him? We call 911 on him. We call 911 on him. We call 911 on him.
Calm down.
Fuck that fucking domestic terrorist.
So the story is that he was driving recklessly, almost killing a person. We have footage of the full interaction. We have footage of the whole interaction. He was driving recklessly with no motive. Under California law, he is not allowed to do that. It does not matter if he's a federal agent. He has to respect driving law. He has to. He has nothing on us. We have footage on him. We have the proof that he was out there terrorizing the community, violating the United States Constitution, which is federal law, and he's also protected under state law. Him over there. So who's gonna ask him? Is this an investigation?
Okay, we'll get on the sidewalk.
Is this an investigation?
Get on the
Is
sidewalk.
this an investigation? I'm asking, is this an investigation?
Please on the sidewalk.
Because I'm more than 10 feet away. So we know you don't understand enough of the law and how to apply it, so we're gonna do it for our safety so you don't kill us today, okay? Not because you guys are in the right. I'm letting you know. Baby, they already said it, shut your fucking mouth. The only reason we're listening to you is because you guys do not understand the law. You guys do not understand federal law.
Why you guys protecting ICE? Little pussy ass bitch comes over here straight to you guys, huh? Because you guys are fucking.
We have, and I'm letting you know, we have footage of him breaking California law. Are you coming? Are you coming out with your car? Are you coming out with your car? Under what? Because you're a regular person telling me. Tell me a penal code, tell me a law Why? Why you want me to move? No, there is no obstruction. Actually, the judges are saying there is no obstruction if there are actually no cars moving this way. There is no obstructions, baby. You're gonna have to listen to that in court. You're gonna have to listen to yourself in court accusing me of a crime, which is impeding when there are no vehicles coming. As you can see, Judge, we have no vehicles in movement. This car is facing that way, that car is facing that way, and this car is this way, but there is no driver on the seat, which it does not fall under impeding. Okay?
Without that uniform,
No, you just want to give us and keep us moving us because so you could feel that your ego, like when you told us what to do. No, we need the footage from a crime that is happening right now. And we're going to protect ourselves under our First Amendment right. Okay? We are currently filming a possible crime. Okay? We are protected under that. I don't know if you know. This guy over here is lying on people. He's been kidnapping people. He's been violating the process. Do your job, which is just to keep him there, keep us here. Oh no, she's a legal observer. I am documenting a possible crime, okay? Or make a report. That's what I want you to do. I want him to file a police report where he reveals his identity. That's what we need from him. File a police report. File a police report. File a report or you got nothing because we have the footage of that domestic terrorist almost killing people on the street. You just listen to someone with a mask. You just heard someone with a mask. He needs to identify himself for you to hear anything or try to grab anyone. ICE is here! La Migra está aquí! The domestic terrorist who now qualified under the United Nations as a domestic terrorist organization is being protected by North Hollywood Police Department. LAPD. Under the law, you have to say it. Yes, you do have to say it.
Because then your little fucking bitch ass gonna fucking try to arrest us and shit. Name and badge number.
You did give instructions.
Mendes.
Sure, whatever you want to call, it's fine.
What's your last name? Benitez. What's your badge number?
Well, then speak louder
Badge
because
number.
we cannot hear you. No,
What?
you have to say it. You have to say it. 23391. 72031. And under the life, I asked for it again after another interaction. You have to repeat it.
You fucking identify yourself when we fucking ask you to. We fucking pay you. Know that shit.
That's the community talking. That's the community talking. I'm sorry. Okay?
Every time I buy a bag of chips,
Look at you
it goes to
guys.
you motherfuckers.
So, okay, so he's gonna go. Okay, so ICE is leaving. So this police is gonna try to impede my First Amendment right in about 2 minutes. Do not violate my First and Fourth Amendment right.
Okay. So they're calling the local police on ICE agents in North Hollywood. The officers have to stand there and explain they have no power over federal immigration. This is the end result of telling an entire city that immigration law is optional, right? Eventually, people start treating the people enforcing it like trespassers. Cops look exhausted because they are. They're stuck in forcing a contradiction. And that same mindset shows up in the street, too.
You are a Trumper. You do not belong on my side of this sidewalk. It's freedom of speech. But when I have an event, you have to be on the other side of the sidewalk.
That's fine. This is a public sidewalk.
Yeah, but not when we have a permit. It's not.
You don't need a permit to be on a public sidewalk.
I have a permit to be here. So if
You don't
I have
to have a permit to be on a public
but
sidewalk.
we have one.
For an organized event, you're potentially impeding some traffic.
Yeah, but we're not impeding traffic. We're not in the street.
You just said people can't walk on this sidewalk. Foot traffic.
Yes. And they can walk on the sidewalk. They're walking
So why
through.
can't I walk on this sidewalk?
Because you are at my event and you don't agree with my stuff. You cannot infiltrate my event near my ice cream tent.
Did you organize this event?
I did.
Okay, I have every right to be here just as you do.
Not on my event in my permit.
I do.
No.
I do.
No.
Respectfully, I do have every right to be here.
Are you a Trumper too?
Absolutely. Two, is there somebody else here who's a Trumper?
Yeah, you're running around talking to people.
I'm not running, I'm walking. Are you a Trump supporter?
Absolutely not.
Where's the other Trump supporter? Where's the other one? Okay.
Yeah, random, I know. If I'm being honest, I was supposed to put this in another video. I hate when I do this, man. But a woman on a public sidewalk telling a man he needs a permission to stand there because, you know, her group has a permit. That's not how any of this, really works. But when you've been taught that disagreement is violence, you start believing the ground itself belongs to you. And it's not activism. It's just entitlement with a sign. Now, that was random. Had nothing to do with what we had going on. But I want you to look at what happens when federal enforcement, when the federal side stops pretending, rather.
As more on why immigrants with pending applications should consult a lawyer before boarding.
I don't know what they're doing.
Immigration arrests at U.S. airports appear to be ramping up. Agents, often in plain clothes, are taking people into custody, raising questions about who could be at risk.
ICE is here. Help us. Help. Help.
That's why Sherla, the Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights, has issued this travel advisory, urging immigrants with green card or asylum applications to consult with their attorneys before making any travel plans.
We've been focusing on the arrests in California airports, I think largely Los Angeles International and San Francisco International airports.
Sherla attorney Matthew Toyama says in 1 week, 10 travelers were arrested by ICE at California airports.
They're being stopped multiple gates down before they reach their gate to board a flight.
The people arrested were flying domestically, not on international flights.
She was terrified and she didn't want to be pushed out the door.
Alicia Dansker witnessed her friend Chantal Morales Rojas of Oakland be taken into custody at the Denver International Airport. Dansker says her friend's J-1 visa had expired, but she had filed to extend her legal stay.
The hope is to get her out of the ICE facility while things proceed. She is not a danger to anyone. She's not a flight risk.
The Department of Homeland Security says the administration is working to ensure that anyone in the country illegally can no longer fly unless it is to self-deport.
So they're arresting people at airports. I mean, that's not new. Groups that spend years saying no human is illegal are now telling people with pending cases not to fly. The panic only exists because they thought the old way was permanent. Enforcement feels extreme only if you believe the rules were never going to, come back. And this last part puts numbers, how do I say, on the whole thing. You just put numbers on the whole thing.
Crime is down 92%, maybe more. I want to get down 100%. The greatest statistic, though, that you have is that 2% of the people create 91% of the crime. You can really handle that. And we've moved almost 5,000 people out. They're criminals, career criminals. We moved that, or in some cases, they're in jail. In some cases, they were so bad, they came in through Biden. They're so bad, we don't want to move them out. We want to put them in jails because we're afraid they're going to come back in somehow. Crime is...
2% of the people commit 91% of the crime. According to what I just heard, that's the actual math. Every policy that treated the worst offenders like victims while treating enforcement like the real threat was always going to protect the people doing the most damage. Focusing on the small group that creates most of the chaos isn't harsh. In my opinion, it's the only approach that was ever going to reduce it. Now, you just watched the man who shouldn't have been here who got a badge and a gun. You watch people treat federal agents like the enemy for doing a job. You watch locals try to use the city police against them. You watch someone claim ownership of a public sidewalk that had nothing to do with this video at all. You watch the panic when airports started enforcing the law again. You heard the president say the quiet math out loud. All of it comes from the same place. Treating competence and legality as optional when they get in the way of the preferred story. Once you decide the rules are flexible for the right people, you end up with chaos that only looks shocking if you weren't paying attention to the decisions that created it. The fix isn't complicated. Put the standard back, stop apologizing for it, and stop pretending the results are a mystery. Simple. Now, if you made it to the end of this video, I want you to comment the word competence if it hit. But let justice roll down like waters and righteousness like and ever flowing stream. This is Amos 5 and 24. Y'all be safe. Go check with somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace.